the world, there are brilliant minds with potential to shape the community around them. There are expansive hearts that long to bring help and healing to needs that are not clearly visible to the one without eyes to see. A visionary is an extraordinary being with gifts embedded for the whole of humanity. The world at large waits, calling forth and in desperate need for action to be born of these gifted hearts and minds. Organizations, both for-profit and non-profit, businesses, medical facilities, educational establishments, civic-minded leadership, economic and workforce development, all benefit from the Visionaries' yes in response to the call for action. It may not be a well-known fact, but sometimes even visionaries and leaders who carry on the mission get stuck, hit a wall, or struggle translating the vision into action, and they need help. This help is the calling and life's work of Strategy Solutions.
We don't really get into content for organizations. The leadership of an organization brings the vision, brings the content, brings the what that they want to accomplish. What we do is we help people vet those ideas and that vision with themselves and with others so that they can get input into it, they can assess it against community needs, they can think about it in new ways that help stimulate their ideas and plans.
Strategy Solutions works with everybody and anybody. So, organizations range from nonprofits to for-profit entities, municipalities. The industry varies, the type of organization varies, but at the end of the day, it's just people who need help with something.
We're here in the community and we've done a number of things in the region, not just throughout the state, throughout the country. And when you draw the connection, which I love to do. I love to draw the connection with people to say, do you remember this project? Do you remember when this organization did this? Or do you remember when this happened? Strategy Solutions was there. We were part of that.
Deb Thompson and her gifted staff, along with subject matter expert consultants, have been pouring their time and talents into the arena of advancing others' missions for more than 20 years.
In my mind, good strategic planning looks at life cycles, okay? So I draw this curve. Looks at life cycles, because the industry life cycle that an organization is operating in, what's happening in that industry is very important and it impacts every organization. An organization often will hit its limits to growth. And if you get to this level and you don't build a new curve and figure out how to invest in the infrastructure to get to this new curve, your organization is actually going to decline and die. And people will put themselves over here in the decline mode when really their organization has never really even hit full maturity.
As we began to work with Strategy Solutions, it was interesting to see how they met us where we were at, and we didn't necessarily have to meet them where they were at. They obviously were very experienced at this, and we probably felt we were really experienced, but I think we really had a lot to learn, and it was interesting how they took what we knew and how we thought of our strategic planning process and really were able to help us elevate that.
Whether it's the PANO Association, Pennsylvania Association for Nonprofit Organizations, their standards of excellence, to other aspects of programmatic and how do you capture data and how do we start looking at outcomes and impact. They are a full-scale organization now that we've gotten to know over all the last 5-7 years that we've been engaged and keep in touch with them.
When we started the business, there was a lot of uncertainty as to who our market would be. And we hired Deb to help us find out who those customers might be. And when she went out and interviewed potential architects that might use this product, the added benefit that Deb gave us was the feedback of the architects, which reinforced my feeling that this was simply a paradigm shift. They didn't know it, they didn't trust it, it was going to take some time, and in actuality, that's exactly what's happened.
Deb helped us identify a partner in the community who was working with youth who were aging out of the foster care system. We are mitigating those risks by bringing them into EUMA's permanent housing units, wrapping them with a landlord, us. That partnership wouldn't have happened. Those links to partners in the community wouldn't have happened if it wouldn't have been for Strategy Solutions.
One of the processes that Strategy Solution went through was to find the needs that the municipalities had and then bring back to the Council of Governments what programs can we build to meet the municipal needs. And that was how they came across the idea that training, local training for both elected officials and also those that are serving on committees and commissions at the behest of the municipality could be served here by our organization. That was something that we've incorporated since the strategic planning process.
Our work with Strategy Solutions really helped us define 3 different areas. I used to call them buckets when we were working with Strategy Solutions. So 3 buckets of what we needed to accomplish to support the work of Larshiri. So there was the administrative team was developed, a service team was developed, and then the program team. They really helped us outline that structure and define which roles were doing what and how people interacted with each other.
Strategy Solutions was founded by Deb Thompson in 1998 with the purpose of helping public, private, and nonprofit organizations become sustainable entities with a focus on helping build and support healthy communities.
I'm more humbled and awestruck by the clients that we work with and the things that they're trying to do to make a difference in the world. And we're gratified is probably a better word. We're gratified and we're grateful to have the opportunity to work with clients who really want to make a difference in the world, that are able to use the tools that we bring in the process that we can assist them with and truly do something amazing with it. And we've seen lots of amazing clients have amazing outcomes based on the work that we've helped them with.